So semantics was really, really a big challenge for me because it made me feel like I was going to have to go in a box. And that's just totally against my grain. And so, growing up with that kind of mindset, I think I always kind of had that internal like balk. Like I just didn't, like something's got to be better. And I think that is really what brought me through like all the crappy stages of life, all of that darkness I went through in the beginning. I think it's that angst that I had that this can't be it. Thank God. I drank and drugged for 19 years trying to fit that mold. Their mold, my mold, the confusion of the trauma. I mean, it was a mess and I was totally not guided. But think about like the life skills.
Right.
I've got zilch. In fact, they're like in the negative. So a lot of my story has to do with creating my own space because nobody else's space just really seemed to fit. Like I said, those first 3 years were really, really tough because I had so much that was coming up. So even if I did see the light, I wasn't going to see it because I was so caught up in my stuff. So what I tend to do now that I have that experience is I don't have your answers, but I have tools that will help you find your answers. That's the way I do this now with people in and out of recovery, because everybody I've learned to greatly appreciate the journey. Because, I mean, even just looking at my book and that timeline, you're like, why did this all happen? Well, for a greater cause, there's got to be, right? So I'm not here to interrupt or change anybody's lanes of that journey. I'm just here to, give you ideas to make them kind of, come to your mind, your thoughts, so you can create.
Well, I think as addicts and alcoholics, we just respond better to that. I mean, we're rebellious by nature. So somebody telling us what our problems are, it's like, you don't know me. You don't know what I've been through. That's not my problem. That's your problem. And I think it's really important to just, like you said, give them the appropriate tools for self-discovery, because then it's really real. When you have that light bulb go on for yourself, it's real for you as opposed to them putting it on you. And so I definitely agree. And obviously, because that's our modality, we give people the tools for them to figure it out. But I think that's the key to long-lasting sobriety, because it makes it more genuine and authentic for the person, for their specific and only their problems, as opposed to the group's problems.
Right, and that's creating, that's now my new life skills. Right, that's what I want to incorporate into somebody, because just like as a personal trainer, I'm here to train you, to teach you. I'm not here to be your trainer for the rest of your life.
Right.
There's a difference. And I think, just examples of parenthood, tells me that we are off right in the beginning. We're not here teaching kids how to, we're here dominating kids. So it's just our upbringing. It's the way I've been programmed. So I'm grateful to be able to see past that, because there's such authenticity on the other side. And I think that's where the joy is, and this whole freedom we speak of.
Well, and that's an amazing similarity too, when you look at training people and getting people sober. Like, no two bodies are the same. So you can't give people the same cues to squat big or knees out or whatever it is. Like, it's not going to apply to that guy next to him who's doing something completely different and needs a totally different type of coaching.